also the characteristic of the work, of how the relationship of the student to the teachers and to the school, to the teaching, is different from the guru model. The teachers are not gurus here. We don't consider teachers as perfect masters, but the teachers have a realization, they have something to teach. So there is a devotional relationship that the student has to the teacher and to the teaching, but it's really the devotion is more toward the true nature, toward the spiritual element itself, and the teacher is a representative of it.
So the teacher is here as a guide to provide particular insights or guidance through their questioning and through their reflection with the student. The Diamond Approach teacher is somebody who's already been through the material that the student's working on, not in exactly the same way the student has been, because we're all unique, we're all individual, but enough that the teacher can recognize what the student's working with. Not necessarily predict what's going to come next, but stay with the student as the student goes through the process. So there's the ability to support the student as well as guide the student. And to the extent that the teacher already embodies the qualities of human nature that the student is working on, there is a modeling. There is, maybe even call it a direct transmission from the teacher to the student, in the sense that the teacher embodies a quality, the student sees it.
In a certain way, a teacher's a spiritual cheerleader. Cheerleader, a midwife, mid-husband of the birth of the realization of a person's coming to their own truth. There's lots of ways. Different teachers talk about it differently.
There are several functions that are performed in different ways. Probably the chief function is to be a guide for a student, a guide to help them see their own qualities of being, partly by expressing them from our own true nature, but also partly by giving information and orientation toward how to find their own sense of themselves. Sometimes that function is performed as a lecturer. Sometimes that function is performed as a teacher of small groups where the group individually approaches their own particular psychological and spiritual issues. And sometimes it's working one-on-one with students, where very specifically the student can experience the depth of their psychological issues and also the depth of their true nature.